you take your medicine.
Guys, Kendra Andrews, ESPN. Asia, for you, do you think the Valkyries did something to on defense, especially that kind of slowed you down a little bit tonight?
Nothing out of the ordinary. For the small time that I've been playing in this league, I've kind of generated some double teams and different looks, packing the paint because obviously they know that's where I operate. So I don't think they did anything out of the ordinary. I think more so on us, we got to get more movement within our system to create just movement on the defensive end. And that I don't think that slowed me down. I just think it kind of caused a little bit of commotion with us. So yeah, credit them on playing a great team defense, but individually, I don't really think they did anything that I have not seen before. It's just a matter of navigating that, and I think that's and I speak for Chelsea as well on this, is like we just got to do a better job as a team of understanding what teams want to take away from us and how we can pick that apart. Because everyone knows how talented we are, obviously, but just picking it apart and knowing when to do that is what's going to help us move forward. But credit to them, utmost respect to them always, because they did what they needed to do.
And then another question for either one of you, for both of you. This is the first time under Becky's coaching reign that you guys have had two 20-point losses in a season. Becky said in both of those losses, she just saw a lack of effort, but she can't coach that. Do you agree with that, that's kind of the common denominator, and how do you change that?
I mean, it's the intangibles at the end of the day that wins games, that wins moments. Defensively, I mean, we can't give up 95 points, and we want to we have to have small goals. And right now, that's not an Aces team that we're used to seeing, and so we're trying to figure it out in that locker room, in our meetings, in our time that we have together to make everybody great. And yeah, it's uncharted territory right now that we haven't really seen this side and play like this since we've all been together under Becky.
Chelsea, you scored 9 points in the third quarter. What was your mentality there, just trying to generate some sort of spark, even though it was like 25 points behind?
I don't know, man. Just being aggressive at the point of attack when I was going into actions with Asia, if I can just give her a little bit of daylight to be able to get her shot off in a different way, or if I'm aggressive, then two maybe will come and I can kick and spray, and maybe Asia can get it on a little pocket in the roll. So I ended up laying off, and some of it was that I was getting an open three. I think we got an no board and kicked out, and I hit it at the top of the key. So just trying to make the right play on that side of the basketball.
The Valkyries scored, I think, 34 points in that second quarter. I was wondering for you guys, what were they doing that was so effective, or was something you guys weren't doing defensively that was helping them be effective?
And I mean, I'm saying this not to be like an asshole. They were just hitting shots. They were hitting shots, and it didn't help the fact that our defense was not great. It was actually non-existent. So I'm pretty sure if the roles was flipping, we got the open shots on the other end. I hope that we would score the same, but they hit shots from across the board. I mean, Kayla Thornton had one hell of a game, and she's their juice. She's their one in my eyes of how she just flows and how she brings a lot of energy. So when she's rocking and rolling, you have to pay that a lot of respect. And so I think they kind of just fell in line with that and went with that. But they were hitting wide open. They were hitting all the shots.
All right. Thank you, ladies.